we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Check, block it, opposite, heel.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 68 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Come on, set. There we go.
Now Lawrence on first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They go play action with Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 30.
The Colts sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On first down, Lawrence.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Ready.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now Edwards-Helaire. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. On play action, Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
Those are bad teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, Thomas. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 14 carries, 61 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Here's Thomas. Open man here is Conklin.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Thomas.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Thomas. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Zay Jones,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Thomas to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. To throw is Thomas. On 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Cook.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Thomas. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. To throw on third down. Thomas. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Floating one incomplete. The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Lawrence will throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On second down, here's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the counter with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thomas.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Thomas looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I'm ready.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground
to about the 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Thomas looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now Lawrence to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Lawrence going to throw again.
That's complete right side to Lazard.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Adam Thielen, a touchdown catch in the victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A Again, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Thomas. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, good move as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Thomas now from the gun on 3rd down. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
Cook.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Butker's kick here is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alan Lazard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
And now out comes Houston.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Thomas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the middle with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Thomas. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Thomas on 1st and 10.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. Thomas.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run for it. Cook. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Got it.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And this one's incomplete.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Okay, ready?
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, Thomas. Jones has it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're running the jet sweep with Jones, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Texans on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress out now. They thought they were going deep. Ends up crawling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
first and 10, it's Lawrence.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's able to get out to the 32 right down the middle.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
From the 35 on second down, Thomas.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Thomas.
And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Callahan. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Callahan, after getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Back to throw. Thomas.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He finds Watson complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Thomas.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
And Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Colts, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.